Uh, you have seen the video, you have seen the title. Let's get into it. So I have been playing this game some time ago, and I think I finished it a couple of times, but it's been like over a year since I tried it again. So let's see how I do. I don't know how many failed attempts I'm gonna have. So let's try to do like one big fall, and then we.
There's no feeling more
then we're
intense
done.
than starting over.
Yes.
If you deleted your homework the day before it was due, as I have, or if you left your wallet at home and you have to go back after spending an hour in the commute.
Still got it.
If you won some money at the casino and then put all your winnings on red but it came up black. If you got your best shirt dry cleaned before a wedding and then immediately dropped food on it. If you won an argument with a friend and then later discovered that they just returned to their original view. Starting over is harder than starting up. If you're not ready for that, like if you've already had a bad day, then what you're about to go through
yet.
might be too much.
But I might
Feel free to
about
go
to.
away and come back. I'll be here.
Okay, so that wasn't a big fall. We can do a little bit better.
I'll understand if you have to take a break at any point. Just find a safe place to start.
I'm gonna take a break forever.
Don't worry, I'll save your progress always, even your
fail.
mistakes.
Damn, I can feel the
This game is
like
a large trophy that came out in
the
2000.
physical frustration.
The author of that
trying.
game is Jazuo, a mysterious Czech designer who was known at the time as the father of B games.
A cup of
B
coffee.
games are rough assemblages of found objects. Designers slap them together very quickly and freely, and they're often too rough and unfriendly to gain much of a following. They're built more for the joy of building them than as polished products.
Oh, this is gonna be tough.
In a
This is
certain
gonna
way,
be tough.
Sexy Hiking is the perfect embodiment of a B game. It's built almost entirely out of found and recycled parts, and it's one of the most unusual and unfriendly games of its time. In it,
Bruh.
your task is simply
Bruh.
to drag yourself up a mountain with a hammer.
You're doing it. Oh,
That act of climbing, in the digital world or in real life, has certain essential properties that give the game its flavor. No amount of forward progress is guaranteed.
after the climb jump, this is this is pretty
Constantly,
pretty difficult.
unremittingly in danger of falling and losing everything. Anyway, when you start
This
Sexy
music is so
Hiking,
relaxing.
you're standing next to this dead tree that blocks the way to the entire rest of the game. It might take you an hour to get over that tree, and a lot of people never got past it. You prod and you poke at it, exploring the limits of your reach and your strength, trying to find a way
Nice.
up and over.
This is a very
There's a
difficult
sense of
spot.
truth in that lack of compromise.
Okay,
Most
let's see.
obstacles in video game worlds are fake. You can be completely
I
confident.
know there's a
in your
couple
ability
of
get
ways to
through
do
them
this.
Once you have the correct method, or the correct equipment, or just by spending
Uh,
enough time.
So
In
one
that
way
sense,
is to just
every pixelated
thrust.
obstacle in Sexy Hiking is real. The
Or
obstacles
maybe
in Sexy Hiking are unusual,
maybe we can do
and that makes the game
this.
uniquely frustrating. But I'm not sure Jazuo intended to make a frustrating game. The frustration is just essential to the act of climbing, and it's authentic to the process of building a game about climbing. A funny thing happened to me as I was building this mountain. I'd have an idea for a new obstacle, and I'd build it, test it, and it would usually turn out to be unreasonably hard. But I couldn't bring myself to make it easier. It already felt like my inability to get past a new obstacle was my fault as a player rather than as a builder. Imaginary mountains build themselves from our efforts to climb them, and it's our repeated attempts to reach the summit that turns those mountains into something real. When you're building a video game world, you're building with ideas, and that can be like working with quickset cement. You mold your ideas into a certain shape that can be
Oh
played
my
with,
god.
and in the process of playing with them, they begin to harden and set until they're immutable, like rock. And at that point, you can't change the world,
Oh shit.
not without breaking it
That
into
was
pieces
stressful.
and starting fresh with
It may not look stressful, but I'm stressed as fuck right now. Okay, now this jump is really easy.
For years now,
Okay.
people have been predicting that games would soon be made out of prefabricated objects, bought in a
Insane.
store and assembled into a world. And for the most part, that hasn't happened. Because the objects in the stores are trash.
Let's see if I can
I don't mean
follow
they
you.
look bad or that they're badly made, although a lot of them are. No. I mean they're trash in the way that food becomes trash as soon as you put it in the sink.
Well guys, thanks for watching. Press like, press subscribe. Maybe I'll do one more of these.